All right, let's all start lying on our back. So just come to whatever feels most comfortable for you on your back. You could have the knees bent or long, hands could be wide away from you over the head to belly and heart, whatever feels good. Starting in Shavasana. Just find your breath. See if you can make each inhale and exhale a little bit longer. Slowing down your breathing and noticing the body. And appreciate yourself for showing up for the practice for this hour. And just settle into the earth as you're lying there. Voltaire says appreciation is a wonderful thing. It means what is excellent in others belongs to us as well. Our theme for the practice is appreciation. So not only appreciating yourself or what this practice does for you, but appreciating your body, your community, those practicing together this morning. One more big breath here. And then draw the knees in and give yourself a big hug, appreciating yourself. And start to rock side to side on the sacrum. A little mini massage. And then just extend your legs up to the sky and shake them out. Maybe wiggling, kicking heels towards glutes. Just let them go. And then bring the hands to the back of the thighs. Start to rock forward and back on the spine. Gaining some momentum here. Eventually coming all the way to a wide-legged seat. So slide your legs long and wide, heels press into the earth, hands behind the back to lift the torso, lift the spine. If you're going to use the playlist, go ahead and get some music started now. Press out through the balls of the feet to engage both your legs. And then inhale, arms up by the ears, right forearm to right thigh, left arm over the ear, side stretch. Keep grounding left and right sit bone. And notice where your head and neck wants to relax. So just play with tilting your chin around, up or down. Maybe your left fingers even hold and coax the right temple. Just breathe into the left side body. You can keep the eyes closed here. 2 more breaths. Next, inhale, left hand comes all the way up and over, place it behind your left glute. Press, point through your toes, press through your left palm. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the heart, reach your right arm overhead. Feel the big stretch through the front of the body. And then exhale, slowly lower hips and legs back to the earth. Arms up, let's go to the second side. So left forearm comes to the inner left thigh, reach your right arm over the ear. Keep grounding the heels to the earth, keep reaching through right fingers. Notice where your head and neck can relax. Maybe your left fingers can hold the left, or your right fingers can hold the left side of the head. One more grounding breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep your right arm up overhead and behind you. Press through the toes. Inhale, lift up onto the heels. Lift your left arm overhead. Exhale, slowly, hips and feet down. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Hands behind you. Lengthen the chest. And then hands to the shins. Keep the length. And then find cat-cow, so round the back. Inhale, pull your heart and chest through. Keep going. This cat and cow in the spine. Use the resistance of the hands on the shins to really exaggerate that. Maybe walk your feet further away from you if you need more space. Moving with your breath. Just taking one more round. And then release. Slide your shins underneath you. Come to tabletop. Come to all fours. Hands and knees on the mat. Shins, tops of the feet on the mat. Draw the rib cage and the belly button to spine. So you're in a neutral tabletop. And then flip the hands to face the other direction and gently just shift forward and back. It's feeling a little bit of a wrist stretch. If that's too much for you, maybe just do one hand at a time. And then release both hands, fingers facing the top of the mat. Keep going, just slowly forward and back, feeling the weight come into the heels of the hands and then into the fingertips. And then pause, neutral tabletop position. Either keep that going or extend your legs, long plank pose, strong and steady. Lift through the thighs, reach back through the heels, and then slide onto your tiptoes and press your heels back. Just shifting the weight forward and back again, either in plank or tabletop. Moving nice and slow. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale to glide back. 2 more. The next time your heels are going back, bring them all the way down, hips high, downward facing dog. First one of the practice, so do what you need to do. Walk it out, pedal the feet, shake the head around. Move to feel, explore. And then eventually find yourself into a more still downward facing dog. There can be a deep or a slight bend to the knees still. Hips high, heels back. Inhale, shift forward, look forward all the way to plank pose. Shoulders over the wrists again. From here, slowly, let's all lower to the belly. Bend the elbows, keep them close to your body. Slow as you can in one piece, all the way to the belly. When you get there, just lift your hands and lift your legs. Inhale, chest up, heart up, legs up, arms up. Exhale, hands plant by the chest, toes plant, and make your way back to down dog. It could be through tabletop or pressing up through plank. Full around a breath in down dog. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, shift forward to your high push-up position, plank pose. Exhale, slowly lower down. All the way to the belly. Arms and legs up. Inhale, lift. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze them together. Lift the toes, the thighs. Exhale, hands down, either tabletop or plank into downward facing dog. Full inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Next inhale, last round. Shift forward, plank pose. Exhale, slowly lower. Slow it down, all the way to the belly. Inhale, lift up. Get a little higher, look forward. Exhale, hands down, reverse push-up, all the way to downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Everybody bend your knees, slowly lower the knees, the shins to hovering tabletop. If you need to lower the knees all the way down to tabletop, go for it. We're going to bring our left knee and shin to the left like a frog leg. And then plant your toe back down. Keep hovering if you can. Right knee to the right and lower it. Left side. See if you can keep your hips stable, your shoulders squared off. Just playing with that. If you need to lower the shins and come to tabletop, go for it. Just take 1 more each side. Left leg to the left, center. Right leg to the right, center, downward facing dog. Now down dog feels like a release. Let it go. Big breath here. And release. Exhale it out, sigh it out. From down dog, lift your right leg high. Draw your right leg to your right knee to your nose. Pull it in. And then same thing we did, right knee to the right. Extend your leg long, like you could kick to the right. Draw your heel back to glute, and then reach it to the ceiling. So watch out if you have a person or a wall to the right of you. Be careful. Knee to nose. Shin and knee to the right, like a frog leg. Extend your leg as long as it can go. Rebend, three-legged dog. Let's take that same pattern 2 more times. Knee to nose, draw it in. Knee to the right. Straighten and extend your right leg. Rebend, heel high. Last round, go at your own pace. Beautiful. This time, knee to nose, step your right foot all the way through. Come into a runner's lunge, heel toe your right foot forward. Left hand stays down, right hand to the sky. Easy opening, twisting lunge. If you need to lower your back knee into low lunge, go for it. Everybody make a fist out of your right hand and roll the wrist around. Relax the head, the neck. Keep drawing your right hip in. Exhale, right hand comes down, step it back, downward facing dog. We have the left side. So inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Left knee draws to the nose. Left leg to the left. Extend your left leg. Rebend. And then bring heel to the sky. 3 more times. Knee to nose. Knee to the left. Extend. Rebend. Three-legged down dog. 2 more times. Take it at your own pace. 1 more. From three-legged dog, 1 more time. Knee to nose. This time, step your foot between your hands. Maybe help it to get to the top of the mat. Right hand stays down, left hand high. Draw your hips to the midline. Roll your left shoulder back. Make a fist out of your left hand and roll the wrist around. Beautiful. You could always be on your fist with the right hand. Left hand comes down to the mat. Step back, down dog. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, shift forward, look forward, plank pose. This time, first vinyasa. Either knees, chest, chin, or straight into your chaturanga. First flow of the practice. Lowering down and then finding cobra or up dog, heart opener. Making your way back to down dog. As always, the flows, the vinyasas are completely optional. You can find a child's pose. Make any adjustments you need. Inhale, right leg high. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Heel towards glute, scorpion dog, fire hydrant. Roll the right ankle around. Keep grounding left and right hand. Re-extend the right leg high and lower it next to the left. Left side, inhale, left leg lifts, bend the knees, stack the hips. Roll the left ankle. Re-extend the left leg and lower it next to the left. Next, inhale, right leg high. Knee to nose, step it all the way through between your hands. Keep your hands there for a runner's lunge. And then inhale, sweep your arms back, airplane. Chest forward. Powerful lunge. Keep reaching your left heel back, straightening your left leg, lifting your left thigh. Reach your fingers further behind you. Press into your right foot. Inhale, rise all the way up, one-legged mountain, arms overhead, left knee lifts. Balancing on the right foot. Exhale, open arm twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Spread the fingers wide. Right hand to right shin or knee. Deepening the twist here. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, move into warrior 3. So shoot your left leg back, heel reaches back, arms reach forward. Warrior 3, maybe arms out to the side like an airplane. And then hands come down for standing splits, 2 straight legs. From here, pulse your left leg higher. So heel to the sky for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Step all the way back and find your warrior 1. Take time to transition. Right knee over ankle, press on the outside edge of left foot. Reach your hands to the sky, but relax the shoulders down your back. Draw your rib cage in. Shoulders over hips. Reach through fingertips. 2 slow breaths here. Next, exhale, open wide, warrior 2. Right arm forward, left arm back. Maybe widen your stance, heel toe your right foot forward. Relax the shoulders down the back. Shoulders over hips. One more inhale here. Exhale, side angle, right forearm, right thigh, left arm over the ear. Reach from the midline of your left foot all the way through the left middle finger. Feel the resistance from your right forearm and your right thigh. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your right foot. Lower your left knee, untuck your toes, find half splits. So right toes come to the face, straighten the right leg. Keep drawing your right pinky finger back towards your shin. One more inhale. And then bring your right hand inside your right leg to meet the left. Start to crawl yourself to the left. Bring your left foot behind you. So your left shin is parallel with the back, short edge of the mat. Roll your right big toe down so it's parallel with the front edge of your mat. You're facing the long side of your mat now. Press both hands down. Keep your right hand down and reach your left hand to the left. Stay here, or maybe lift your right foot off the earth. Awkward airplane. It's challenging. Engage your glutes, inner and outer thighs. Stay here or lower and tap your foot in your hand. And then inhale, lift back up. One more time, tap your foot, tap your hand. Inhale, lift. Maybe little circles with your right leg. I can feel it too. You got it. And then bend your knee, both shins down. We're coming into frog pose. So walk your knees wide. Your shins are parallel with the sides of your mat. Your ankle and your knee are in line. And then you can lower yourself either onto a block, a blanket, forearms. Slow the breath, deep hip opener. Slowly start to press yourself out of that. Bring your knees gently back towards center. And then walk your hands to the front of the mat, feet to the back of the mat. And take a vinyasa flow and make your way back to downward facing dog. From down dog, we're still working the right side. So right leg high. Pulse your right leg higher, heel to the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee towards right nose, step it through. Left hand stays down, open arm twist again. Reach your right arm to the sky. And then start to lower your right hand just to parallel with the earth. So your wrist and your shoulder are in one line. Inhale, reach your arm back to the sky. One more time, slowly lower, keep it there. Come onto spider fingers with your left hand. You're looking forward, and then reach your left arm away from you, hovering, floating like an airplane. One big inhale, reach through left finger, right finger. Maybe your torso is on your thigh. Maybe lift it off the thigh. Exhale, hands plant, and find downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Knee to nose, step all the way through. Left hand comes down, or left foot comes down. Reach your hands back for airplane. Runner's lunge into airplane arms. Rise all the way up, one-legged mountain. Left foot is your base, right knee rises. Beautiful transition. Left arm forward, right arm back, open arm twist. Reach through the fingertips, broaden the collarbone, left hand to left shin, go a little deeper. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, tilt forward, reach back, warrior three. Slowly transitioning. Keep squaring the hips. Right toes face the earth. Any arm variation, maybe hands to heart, maybe hands fly out to the side. If you have a wall, you can always use that for support. And then exhale, both hands down to blocks of the floor, standing splits, two straight legs. From here, pulse your leg higher. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Step that right foot all the way back, finding warrior one. Left knee is bending, right leg is straight. Left knee and ankle in alignment. Reach through those fingers, but relax the shoulders, relax the face. Keep squaring shoulders and hips towards the front of the mat. And then exhale, open up, warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Lower your back hip so it's in line with your front. Maybe widen your stance so you can deepen your stance. Then exhale, left forearm, left thigh, side angle. Sweep your right arm over your ear. Draw your right shoulder back. Lean your torso back. Press your forearm into your thigh to create space in your left side body. And then exhale, hands frame the left foot, untuck your back toes, lower your back knee, half splits. Straighten left leg, left toes to the sky. Hands again could be on blocks here. Left hand comes to the inside of left leg. Start to walk yourself to the right. So you're facing the long side of your mat. Roll your left toe down, sweep your right leg back behind you. Keep your left hand where it is, reach your right hand to the back of the mat, parallel with the earth. Inhale, left leg lifts. See if you can get your ankle in line with your hip. And then slowly lower the leg, lower the arm, keep them straight. Inhale, lift. One more, lower and tap. Inhale, lift, draw up. Little circles with that left leg. And then release. Both shins to the mat. Sit up, come into sitting on your shins. I'm going to turn so you can see better. Roll the shoulders back. Shoulders over hips. You could tuck the toes for more of an ankle stretch. Big shoulder circles. Switch directions. If you're going forward, go backwards. And switch directions again. Just release the shoulders. And then slow that down, shake them out. I'm gonna take camel pose here. It's pretty intense, so look up to the sky, let your head come back. That could be enough for you. Keep pushing your hips, your thighs forward, hands to the sacrum. Maybe you lean back a little more, heart and throat to the sky. Keep pressing hips forward. Maybe you keep walking your hands down your legs. Just go as far as feels comfortable for you. If back bending is easy for your body, maybe your hands come to your ankles. Don't move your neck around. 2 breaths. Keep the eyes open. Very slowly walk yourself out. Stack your shoulders over your hips. And then have a seat, hips to heels. Tilt the chin down, close the eyes. Hero's pose, hands to the thighs. 3 slow, quiet breaths. Gently open the eyes, look up. Walk yourself so your hands are back at the top of the mat, feet at the back of the mat. An option to take a flow, meeting in down dog. From down dog, left side again. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step it between your hands. Right hand down, left hand to the sky, twisting open again. Slowly exhale, lower the left hand to parallel with the earth. Inhale, draw it back to the ceiling. One more time, left hand comes down. Come to spider fingers on your right hand. Really draw your thighs together, your hips towards the midline, and reach your right hand to the right, hovering and floating. Torso and chest can lean on that thigh. Strong in the legs, reach to your fingertips. Exhale, 2 hands down, left foot steps back, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Step all the way forward. Hands stay down, sweep the arms back, airplane. Runner's lunge to airplane arms. This time, step your left foot to meet the right, chair pose, arms up. Heel toe your feet wider, a wide-legged chair pose. And then slowly bring your hands down to the earth. And we're gonna set up for crow pose, or you could just take a squat here. Stay in a squat, or crow again, if you like to use blocks and stand on your blocks, you can. Crow pose, spread the fingers wide. Use your chaturanga arms, draw your knees up towards your biceps, triceps, armpits. Look forward, lean forward a lot. And maybe just one toe comes off the earth today and the other. If you're holding and you're balancing in crow, see if you can hold it for 5 breaths. We're gonna take an interesting transition from crow. So if you're just squatting, see if you can lean your legs into your arms just a little bit. Maybe draw your toes together, your thighs together. Lift your feet, and then everybody plant your right foot down. We're coming to half moon. Reach your left leg to the back of the mat. Open up. Right hand can be on a block or on the floor. Reach your left hand to hip or sky. Half moon. From half moon, if you want to add on, reach your left arm overhead, over your ear, and draw left knee towards left ankle, crunching in. 2 more like that, totally optional. Crunch and extend, elbow to knee, extend. Everybody find a little more lightness on your right hand. Reach your left hand up higher to the sky and step your left foot back, finding star pose. You're on the wide side of your mat. Move your hips around, your hands around, just shake it out a little bit. And then bring your heels together, toes together. Sink down chair pose here, arms up. So you're facing the wide edge of your mat. Inhale, left knee rises, one-legged mountain. Arms up, leg up. Look to your left, which is now the back side of your mat. Step your left foot wide to the left and come into a squat, hands to heart. Beautiful. Press into your right foot, rise all the way back up, one-legged mountain, left knee at center. Left foot meets the right, chair pose. This time, left foot stays down, inhale, right knee rises, one-legged mountain. Looking to your right, your front of your mat. Step your right foot to the right. Get low into a squat, press the hands together. Inhale, rise up, one-legged mountain. Exhale, chair, two toes together. Let's go one more time each side. Hopefully you have the pattern now. Inhale, left leg up. Step wide to the left. Sink down low. Stay here or add a couple little pulses. Get lower. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left knee lifts. Beautiful. Sit down in chair pose. Left foot stays down. Inhale, right knee rises. Step all the way forward, right foot to the right, sink down. Just hold it or take a few little pulses for 3, 2, 1. Press up, right knee rises. Chair pose, last one. Inhale, straighten the arms. Step to star pose again, reach big. And then turn yourself to the front of the mat, cartwheel the hands down. Option to go through a vinyasa. Take a full breath in down dog. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale, let that go. Inhale, left leg high. Step it between the hands, runner's lunge. Sweep the arms back, airplane. Inhale, arms forward, right foot to the left, chair pose at the front of the mat. Heel toe your feet wider, wide chair. And then slowly lower your hands down. Again, finding another squat, malasana, or playing with crow. And the transition is eventually going to be crow into half moon. So just take a few rounds of breath to play with crow a second time. If your wrists are bothering you, maybe just stay and do some wrist stretches. If you're having fun with crow, you could again play with standing on a block. You can always ask me questions about arm balances and inversions after class. Do you have the balance? Stay and hold it for a few breaths. You have to lean a lot further forward than you might like. If you are balancing or not, lower the left foot down, lift to right foot. Left foot is your base. Start to straighten both legs. Reach your right foot behind you, right heel behind you. Reach your right hand to hip or sky, opening up into your half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Stacking your shoulders. Maybe your left hand is on a block. Lean your heart back. Option to add on by reaching your right hand over your ear. Exhale, elbow to knee. Crunch. Inhale, reach right arm, right leg. And exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. One more, reach, exhale, crunch. Everybody keep lifting off your left fingertips, maybe floating. Reach your right hand higher and step it all the way back. Find star pose. Bump out your hips, sway out your arms. And then hands to the hips. Parallel the feet. So heels and toes are in line. And just fold forward, wide-legged fold. Relax the head. Maybe walk your feet even wider. And then walk your hands back through your ankles, through your legs. See if you can straighten your arms. Maybe they're spider fingers or maybe they're on blocks. Let the head be heavy. And pour a little more weight into the toes, lifting out of your heels. Walk your hands back to under your chest. Inhale, lengthen the spine, half lift. Exhale, walk your hands to front of the mat and take a vinyasa, or don't. Meet back in downward facing dog as you feel ready. From down dog, everybody find child's pose. Lower the knees, the shins, toes together, forehead to the mat. We have 8 breaths here. If you need to grab water, if you're craving something more active like an inversion, go for it. But please do find a few moments of stillness of rest. Maybe the forehead sways side to side or the hips move. Or stay in stillness. And then press into the palms to make the arms a little more active. Forearms come off the earth. Start to crawl your hands as far to the left as they can go. Maybe reach your right hand on top of left. Really breathe into the right side body. From your right pinky finger down to the hip crease. And then crawl your hands through center, all the way to the right, off the mat, as much as you can go. Keep reaching to the right, keep reaching forward, breathing through the left side body, filling the rib cage with your breath, filling that space. And then slowly walk your hands back to center. Walk your hands to your knees to come to a seat. And bring your legs out in front of you. Keep your knees bent, soles of the feet to the ground, hands behind your back. Bring your feet together, your knees together, shins together, thighs together. Lift your heels, so just your toes are down. Lean back, keeping your heart and your throat open, chest wide, and then float your hands off the ground. And then start rowing your boat. So just rowing to the left, to the right, feeling your obliques, your core engaged. See if you can keep your hips stable, your knees stable. You don't want them to move side to side, just the upper body. Maybe you take 2 strokes on one side, just keep rowing. Maybe you float and hover your toes, your shins off the earth. It's gonna challenge your stability a little more. Keep breathing. Okay, release, soles of the feet down, hands behind your back. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips, reverse tabletop. Keep squeezing the thighs towards each other, lift the hips higher. Exhale, slowly, hips come down. We're gonna do another core exercise. So lift the feet off the ground, draw your chest and your thighs towards each other. And then inhale, extend your heart towards the earth, toes towards the earth. In and out. So draw your knees in, extend them out. Your elbows are going to bend a little bit, so your triceps are working too. I'm going to take 5 more. You go at your own pace. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Take a full body stretch. Reach over your head. Reach through your toes. Grow long. Last core exercise. From your back, so upper body stays the same. Let your shoulders, your head relax. Bend your knees to 90 degrees. Knees over the hips. Press your palms into your thighs. And that's it. That's all the work, but it's a lot of work. You should feel it. Feel the resistance. Thighs press into the hands, hands press into thighs, lower back pressing into the mat. We're just going to be here for 10 seconds so you know how hard you're working. Keep breathing. Last 4, 3, resist, 2, and 1. Let it go. Soles of the feet together, knees wide, butterfly pose. And then re-bend the knees, maybe bringing your hands to your thighs to close the legs like a book. Make fists out of both hands, lift your thighs up again, and just massage your legs by kind of banging out your thighs, the backs of the thighs, maybe even down to the calves, the hip creases, just a little loving massage. Getting both legs. And then let's release that. Hands to the back of the thighs, rock and roll. Eventually find yourself in down dog. You can take a vinyasa or not, a rock and roll vinyasa. You could just roll to the fetal position and press up and back, however you want to get there. We have one more standing balancing sequence, and then we're on the mat the rest of the practice. Inhale, right leg high. Or everybody first, down dog. Walk yourself to the very top of your mat. So your fingertips should be very close to the top edge of your mat, and then walk your feet in a little bit of a shorter down dog than usual. We're gonna need the space at the back of the mat. So inhale, right leg high. Start to walk your hands to your left foot, coming into a standing splits towards the back of your mat. Watch out for what's behind you. If you do have a wall, you can actually take this rest or this as a prop and bring your right foot to the wall. One more breath in standing splits. Maybe hands are on blocks. Inhale, rise up to one-legged mountain. Right knee rises, arms up. Step your right foot forward, come into full eagle. So left leg wraps over the right, maybe once, maybe twice. Left arm wraps under, giving yourself a big hug or double wrapping. Sit lower from the hips, lift higher from the elbows. Squeeze everything together. If you fall out, come back in. Inhale, unravel, one-legged mountain, left knee up. Step your left foot forward, lift your right knee up. One-legged mountain on the other side. Bring your right knee to the right and bring your hand to the knee. Left hand to the left. Stay here or play with straightening your right leg. Maybe it doesn't go very straight at all. Rebend your right knee and find tree pose. So right foot to anywhere but the kneecap. It could be on your ankle, calf, or thigh. Sit up tall, stand up tall. So shoulders over hips. Keep tucking the tailbone. Keep resisting your foot into your leg as your leg presses back into your foot. So your left hip crease stays in. Any arm variation. So our last balancing posture. Arms up, arms wide, reverse prayer. If you want to challenge the balance, close the eyes. And then gently release the arms, release the leg, 2 feet on the earth. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, little back bend, bend the elbows. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Bend the knees a lot. Slide your hands under the feet for gorilla pose. So you're stepping on your palms. Maybe you start to straighten the legs. Let the crown of the head reach for the floor. Everything dripping down off your back. Re-bend your knees a lot. Take your hands out from underneath. Inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen the spine, crown of the head forward, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Option to take a vinyasa before we move to the second side. When you come back into down dog, walk your fingers, your hands to the very top edge of your mats and walk your feet into a little bit shorter of a down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Walk your hands to your right foot. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Right heel comes down, left heel lifts higher. Last standing splits. 2 straight legs. Inhale, rise all the way up. One-legged mountain, arms to the sky, left knee lifted. Step to the middle of your mat. Lift your right knee and wrap it around. Eagle legs, single or double wrap. Eagle arms, right arm under the left. Sit lower, lift higher. So you can get your shoulders back over your hips. Squeeze everything together. Inhale, unravel. Feel the fresh new blood arriving. Right knee high. Step your right foot down and lift your left knee. One-legged mountain. Left knee to the left, right hand to the right to counterbalance. Left hand to left knee. Stay here or play with straightening your left leg to the left. Re-bend left knee and find tree. Doesn't have to be identical to the last side with the leg and the arm placement. Maybe closing the eyes, maybe holding on to a wall. Last standing pose. And exhale, left foot down. Notice how it feels to have 2 feet on the ground again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open up. Back bend. Inhale, reach high. And forward fold. Bend the knees a lot. Bring the feet a little wider this time and just lay your chest, your torso on your thighs. Maybe you interlace your hands around opposite elbows. Finding some form of ragdoll, a deep, deep final forward fold. Maybe swaying side to side or fluttering the lips, relaxing the jaw, moving the tongue around. And then release that. Heel to your feet to parallel, shoulder width distance apart again. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Either a final vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, last plank of the practice. Slowly to the belly, as slow as you can this time, maybe counting down from 10. Slow down, bending the elbows, keeping them close to the body, all the way to the belly for 2 back bends here. Untuck the toes. I'm going to suggest Shalambhasana first, so interlace your hands behind your spine, punch back behind you. You could keep your feet on the mat if your lower back has any issues that might feel better, or you can lift your legs and your heart. Everybody inhale, lift up. Keep squeezing your heels towards each other, feet towards each other. Keep squeezing your palms back, lifting your chest, maybe lifting your thighs 1 inch higher. And then very slowly exhale, release 1 ear to the mat. Shake out your hips, release the lower back. Find a moment of stillness. We're going to take one more back bend. If you would like, you could just stay lying here in the belly down Shavasana. You could do the same thing again, or I'm going to offer up and demonstrate bow. So I'll bend my knees, bring my hands to my ankles or my feet. Inhale, lift up. If you're in bow, kick your feet into your hands, hands into your feet. Keep broadening your collarbones. Look forward. One more inhale. And then exhale, slowly, other ear to the mat. Keep the knees bent or bend them if they're not. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. And again, find some stillness. Bring your left arm wide to the left. So come onto your right ear. You're looking to the left. Left hand wide, or actually left ear to the mat. Sorry, look to the right. Right hand by your chest. Right elbow is bent. Roll to your left hip, your left side. Bend your right knee and reach it behind you. Can't opener pose. So right knee is bent. Sole of the foot is reaching to the right. If you would like to add a bind, right hand stays where it is. Left hand reaches back for right ankle. So opposite foot to opposite hand. Totally optional. Everybody roll back down. This time, right arm goes wide to the right. Look to your left. Left hand by chest, bend the elbow. Bend your left knee, sole of foot to the sky. Roll everything to the right. So your right shoulder takes the weight, right hip. Reach your left leg back. Hand opener pose. Maybe your right hand wants to grab your left foot. And then gently release onto the belly. Everybody just flip yourself over onto your back. So you might be facing the other direction, that's okay. Draw your knee to your right knee to your chest, left leg heavy. Find half happy baby. So right sole of foot to ceiling. Draw your right knee outside the rib cage. And then from half happy baby, come into the spinal twist. So right knee all the way to the left side of the body. Left hand comes to outer right thigh. Gaze to the right, close the eyes. Inhale, come on back to center. Slide your right leg long next to the left and just take a breath. Notice how your body feels. Let's try to even it out. So draw your left knee in. Half happy baby on the left side. Left sole of foot to the ceiling. Maybe right hand to the right hip to coax it to the earth. Let your right leg just relax and be heavy. Let your face relax. Last breath of happy baby. Inhale. And exhale, left leg to the right, right hand on top. Look to your left, close the eyes. And then roll all the way back down. Extend your left leg long into your final Shavasana. If you would like to take any last poses, or maybe a full happy baby, go for it. Last bits of movement before we all find final Shavasana. Last big audible exhales, gathering any socks or blankets, and then slipping into stillness, giving yourself the opportunity to rest in your Shavasana. We'll be here for a few minutes, and I'll guide you out when it's time. Slowly begin to reawaken your body, beginning with the breath. Deepening inhales, lengthening exhales. When you feel ready, if you need to move on with your day, find small movement. If you have the time, you're always welcome to stay in Shavasana. Bending the knees and drawing them into the chest, giving yourself another hug, appreciation for your body taking you through this challenging practice. And then pause in the fetal position. Just take a few moments of rest there, your arms as a pillow. Meister Eckhart says, if the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough. Eventually, press yourself up into a comfortable seat to close the practice with a communal breath. Sit up tall, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, let everything out. Inhale deep and full, and let it go. Thank you for practicing with me. Love to see you all.